Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. Ta-da! I've already got messages. Um, don't know why I've got messages already, and I've only just started. Hello, comic book fans. It's me. Yes, of course. You always get that in. Windblade says hi. Oh my god, the actual Windblade. Have your original series. Brilliant. Just people having fun without me. That's amazing. I love it. I don't even need to do anything. Although technically, annoyingly, I do need to do something because my delivery has arrived very late today. We pay to get an AM delivery, and our usual driver gets here like 20 past 8. So I get here at 8 o'clock in the morning on Tuesdays to make sure if he turns up, I'm here ready to let it in so I can get it all sorted out and done. And it's great. I love it when it happens. But because we live in a world where people are allowed paid holidays, and he's off on holiday at the moment, the replacement driver turned up at 11:57 with my delivery. So my morning delivery technically was in the morning, but I've now got to get this all done as quick as I can because I've actually got an online role-playing game to run tonight, and I'm just have to message my players and let them know that chances are, like the last time my delivery arrived late in the day, I might still be here when my game's supposed to start. So we'll see how it goes. If you're one of the people who could be getting an invoice from us today, I apologise if it doesn't arrive with the usual alacrity that I'm used to doing. But like I say, I'm going to do my best. Thankfully, it's not a huge delivery, but there's enough new stuff and enough other things that I need to get sorted away here that I'm actually going to be like just busy, I think. And I don't want to rush too much because when I do that, I make mistakes. I mean, I know we live in a world where there's no such thing as perfect, and that's fine. All of us are inclined to make mistakes every once in a while, but sometimes my mistakes can be a right pain in the ass for people who've actually ordered stuff and want it and don't want the thing I've put in instead of theirs, or in one particular case, forgot to put in the right folder, put it in somebody else's, and there's any number of mistakes that can happen as a result of me rushing things. So I'm going to do my best, but please bear with me. But on to today's the things. First off, this is one that has been reserved for somebody. I'd actually almost forgot I'd ordered it. It is the Build-A-Figure Marvel's Tricentennial, and the Omega Sentinel as the actual action figure. And it is very, very cool. I do like the look of it. It's from the whole Dawn of X thing, which is, or House X, should I say, which was a cool series. But I'd actually totally forgot we'd even had this one. When I put it up that we're getting it in, the guy who ordered it gave a little like thumbs up for it, and I was like, oh, really? And I had to go back and check my paperwork, and yes, he had ordered it. And it's good to be in because these are already going for quite a bit over mark on eBay. So well done him for actually getting that ordered, because otherwise you're kind of paying a lot more. We also have, I thought this might be the same guy, but it isn't, Moff Gideon. Basically just another one of those whole Star Wars and Mandalorian things. But as far as I know, not a turf. So, you know, hey, benefits. Oh, by the way, for anyone who's following this one, we did actually sell our Cara Dune action figure for over £50. So we've going to be making a donation. I think we said it was 50% of the profits. So it's going to be £20 and change. I think £20 odd and change. I need to work out the exact numbers for it, and we're going to be giving it to Mermaids charity. So yay for that. Just because, you know, frankly, screw you. On to other things we have in now. Sabrina, Something Wicked, which I think is the second volume. Yes, they actually do have the volumes on the bottom. DC Comics. These are great. People who buy things and people who work in comic book stores really like it when you put the numbers on the spine. It means we can find things in a hurry when we're looking for them. DC Comics. Make sure you go back to doing this. Now for the rest of the X-Men wave, right? Yes, I believe so. I wouldn't need to. No, I remember putting all the orders went at the same time. Yeah, just as with a lot of the Marvel Legends stuff, because we don't get them direct from Hasbro, we go through a third party. They don't always arrive at the same time. It can be quite frustrating, especially when it's a Build-A-Figure thing and you're trying to get them all together. But it happens just so often. Last week, I think it was, we had all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pop figures arrive at the same time, and I was frankly amazed they all arrived at the same time. Anyway, we also have American Ronin trade paperback. Been very well received, this one. They never actually sent us the last issue of it due to a bit of a cock with diamond with going to not getting as many as they wanted, but we have got the collection, somebody wants it. A bit of Chip Zdarsky now, Stillwater, which has been a brilliant bit of really odd, creepy urban horror. Fantastic fun. Cyberpunk, yes, I know the video game wasn't the thing that everyone wanted to be. I personally loved it. I think it's a superb video game, and this is a damn fine comic book. Cullen Bunn, who I usually rate him doing his horror writing. It's been a while since I've been really overexcited about something he's done. This was brilliant, and the artwork was fantastic as well. Really captured what I wanted it to. Iron Man. So I keep covering the actual people on there. Big Iron. Oh yeah, Big Iron energy. Bill and Ted Are Doomed. I only read issue 1 of this one, but we've got a couple of them. Oh, hang on. Protective paper. Yeah, we've got 2 of those in. I think one of them is reserved. If anyone wants one, give me a shout. Latest Dawn of X trade. Hence the whole Dawn of X thing I was talking about. Apparently that was House of X. These are all reserved. Usually what we get in for the shelf are the individual stories ones. Like we get Excalibur and Marauders, X-Men, Wolverine, Cable, all that kind of stuff as individual trades. But there's one gentleman who just basically wants to get everything as it's coming out, so he's going for these ones, and the latest one is it. I'll be sending him an invoice later. This was supposed to arrive last week. We were short shipped and get a single copy of it. If you are a fan of the Vampire the Masquerade role-playing game, I would highly recommend this one. Tim Seeley, I believe, doing a very, very good job on writing this. I'd like to say I imagine he's played the game. He's got it quite well down, and also a lot of the attitudes of the people in the world, which aren't quite Anne Weiskin, they actually have a lot more fun than that. So very cool book if you're a fan of vampires. Another one we were shy on last week. We have got back in stock Wonder Woman Earth 1 Volume 3. We do have one of those reserved. The gentleman who I asked very politely if he could wait a week was very patient and waited a week. And we have the one extra if anyone does want that one. A couple of the random bits now. We've got a couple of the 2000 AD collection and the Legend of Batman collection. This one I kind of ordered just because we do get quite a lot of role-playing stuff going on here. And it's an interesting little idea. Dungeons on a dime. Technically not a dime. It's £10, so not exactly 10 cents. But I do like the idea of these ones. They are effectively basically guides for running games, and they're kind of open with what system you use for it, but they still have random event tables and maps. I mean, I'm flicking through this, but you can't really see it. But yeah, you get absolutely loads of really cool just RPG stuff in here, and the artwork, although quite simple in its own way, I do like that style, that like watercolor over ink. That's what I used to do when I did artwork. The question there was one of the queer things. I actually don't know if it is. To be honest, I ordered it because it was a role-playing thing. I didn't really look at anything else other than that, I'm afraid. But back says, explore the theft of an ancient enchanted ruby and the mess it's caused across the whole city in this quest from Dungeons on a Dime. Whether you're new to role-playing games or a seasoned expert, inside these pages you'll find all the resources needed to run an exciting game for your friends. To be honest, I think if anyone has access to Google when they're watching this, Google Dungeons on a Dime, you might actually find out what it is. And finally, the Trigon Empire Volume 1. Now, this is an interesting one. That's Volume 2, which arrived several weeks ago, and we ordered this one first. Diamond Comics again being amazing, but since these both arrived in the lockdown, the gentleman is waiting until we open up, we can come collect them. It doesn't make much difference to him, but it's frustrating for me trying to organize things and then they arrive out of order like that. A bunch of to be honest, it could be a cool little thing like that, but without looking into it and reading it properly, I wouldn't know. We do get quite a bit of like that kind of starter level D&D stuff. We definitely can't compete with the game store like just around the corner from us. They're one of the biggest places in the north of England. But what we do is kind of like a little more introductory things that are kind of fun and easy to pick up, because what we do have is a lot of grown-ups, people my age who have actually grown up and don't work in comic book shops and have like a proper marriage and kids kind of family life, and they want to get their children or younger people into role-playing, so we get a lot of that kind of stuff in, and it works quite nicely. We asked for it a lot, so chances are that was not going to stick around for long. On to comic books now, just for the fun of it, might as well since we're here. The Bequest. The Quest. Odd, like lack of it with the capital Q but no space. It's an odd title, but as I mentioned earlier, guy did a Vampire the Masquerade. Look who that is, and he's doing another one which looks like it's a D&D-esque kind of comic book. He's done a load of stuff. I'm trying to see if he's actually mentioned in his bio that he does role playing. No, it doesn't. But you also have Freddie E. Williams second on artwork. and it is a lot of fun. And if you're wondering why I was saying, oh yeah, it looks like it could be a role-playing related thing, they literally have created their own character sheets for their own role-playing game in the back. So that is a cool little thing to do. One of the oddly, there's loads of comics in this thing. I'm going to have to be careful about how I pull these out. I don't want to bend anything. Just bear with me if I go a little bit slower. One of the big releases of this week, way bigger than I thought it was going to be, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate everything Simon Spurrier does, but Black Knight Curse of the Ebony Blade issue 1, the first thing, it was Spurrier, I think, who did a Black Knight thing tying in with King in Black. We have more King in Blacks coming, don't worry. This isn't tied into that event. At least nothing on the cover says it's tied into that event. Who knows, there may still be some runoff, I don't know. But like, we had 3 people down for the issue 1 of it, and that has now doubled just because he's doing an ongoing for it. So people obviously are fan of Spurrier. Captain America Anniversary Tribute, celebrating 80 years of the Avenger. I don't know if there's really much new in here. It could be there's got different artists into like do different periods. I don't know, but a few people have asked for it, so we've got it in. Latest Captain Marvel, and I keep saying about their covers, but this one is a bit more traditional, but I do really like it. It feels like a traditional style cover in that it looks like this is page 1 of the comic book, rather than like just an advert for it. And we have Trouble in Little Tokyo, Catwoman, which I do like the cover for that one as well, if I'm completely honest. It looks great. Who's doing this at the moment? Ram V. Geordie Belair on colours. Don't know the artist, Blanco, not familiar with them. But that could be worth having a quick look at. I think we might have a spare this one because it's the first of the Infinite Frontier ones. That looks like very street level Daredevil artwork. It's very cool. Right, anyway, I think I've got enough room now to get these out without doing much damage, so I should be okay. One for myself, first time, I think, Champions, which I've been really, really enjoying. To be honest, a lot more than I thought I would, because they're actually doing some cool political stuff as well, which is nice to see, like comic books that have got younger characters in, not vying away from that. That's very, very cool. Children of the Grave, issue 3 from Scout. This was supposed to arrive last week, but we didn't get shipped any. Deep Beyond, I think we've got a guy who's down for it, so apologies for the wait on that one. Erratic, I have been enjoying it, but nobody's picked up from my store yet, which is a shame. The Expanse from Boom Studio, the last issue of that. Latest of Headlopper, which I do just like the look of. Got a very old school, almost zine kind of quality artwork to it. And the page layouts are very cool and very unusual. A lot of fun. One that's finally out a very long time from Absolute Comics, I Make the Boys Cry issue 1 lenticular cover. Weirdly expensive kind of thing, this, but you know, people ask for it, so get it in. Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon, issue 3. The latest Iron Man now by Christopher Cantwell. That's his name. I always think I've got his name wrong. I can never quite remember. But I do like Alex Ross on the covers for these. He always packs an awful lot in. Very, very cool looking. Another one for me now, I Walk with Monsters issue 4, which has been a thoroughly enjoyable bit of horror. Not going the way I expected it to, but I'm very much liking it. Latest of Jim Henson's The Storyteller now. We only get really that in... yes, Ironheart is a different character. I've just seen an interview with the person playing Ironheart, and that might be what's in my mind. Next up, we've got some Justice League, and this is going to be a big handful. Very big handful. Basically, because we have the regular cover there, which is Brian Michael Bendis. After finishing with his Superman run about Action Comics and Superman, he's now doing Justice League. So that's what we've got for the people who ordered it. And then, some of you may have realised that some chap called Snyder, Jack or something, he made a movie a while ago, a terrible movie called Batman vs Superman, and because of that, people wanted him to make another movie with Batman and Superman in it. So he did, and it's 4 hours long and a bit. And in an effort to kind of push that, we have been sent 5 copies each of 3 different covers of Justice League. This issue, I mean, I don't know if this one ties issue 59. I don't know if this one ties into the like actual movie story or anything. I don't think so. I think Bendis is doing what he's wanted to do, but they're obviously trying to push this. So you have that cover there, that cover, yeah, Steppenwolf, spiky Steppenwolf, and a bit of actual artwork there as well. If anyone is looking, as I said, like if anyone's wanting to pick up stuff at the moment from DC, it's a good time to do it. And for Justice League, it's a very good time. And you've got a choice of cool covers as well. Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl for the one person who gets that. I did say there's some King in Black. Amazing Spider-Man. But it's actually King in Black Amazing Spider-Man, not Amazing Spider-Man King in Black, just to confuse me. Looney Tunes. Yes, this is a comic book that's still going. We can get those. Marvel, not Marvels or Marvel X, just Marvel, just to really make it hard for me to find things online. I'm trying to pick out who's getting what. Midnight Western Theatre. Hands up if you can tell if I'll be reading this one already. I do like the cover, that black and white style, but inside, a bit more colourful. Definitely be. It's not on my list, but I'll definitely be reading it. MLP, Friendship is Magic. Not for a brony, for a guy getting it for his daughter. I joke that he's a brony, but he isn't. Nightwing, again, first of the Infinite Frontier fellas. I never read issue 1 of this one, but I do like Larson, so Orcs, I might actually give that one a try at some point. Origins, almost finished now. Has been a good little mini-series of that one. An issue 1 here by a wonderfully talented artist, James Stocco. I think we have a spare of this one. I might end up getting it myself. I didn't put myself down for it because I'm getting a lot at the moment, but Orphan and the Five Beasts, a great title. That is an amazing cover. Stoker is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, who knows? It's probably only going to read for a review and I'll make my decision then. Second issue of Radiant Black, which is a big launch of recent months. Red Atlantis issue 5 from Aftershock. Next up we have Spider Woman, regular cover, which is all very, very cool. Like the use of light and shade on that one. Very, very nice indeed. And a variant. I think this is the Women's History one, which is, I do like that cover. I mean, active compared to passive, yeah, but that one is still really bold. I like the cover for mix on that one. The colour mix looks very fun. Star Trek Year 5 has been delayed a little bit, but finally here. Star Wars Bounty Hunters. This was supposed to be a miniseries, but they're never going to stop doing it. In fact, there's a specific other Bounty Hunter getting his own miniseries soon. Superman Red and Blue issue 1. We did have one of these spare, but somebody has already grabbed it from us, so those are both spoken for now. If anyone wants one, I have to let me know, see if I can get a hold of it. Does look kind of cool. Next we have from Marvel Comics some more Sword and some more, yes you guessed it, King in Black. Oh, the King in Black. Still not finished. Thought it'd be finished by now. Thought it'd be on to the next event, but no, it's still going. Tartarus, which was a fun read. I never really carried on with it. It was interesting enough, but sometimes you liked enough to order it from us. Thor. That just actually looks like kind of a plain, like traditional but plain cover. 1 second, got a handful here. Transformers Back to the Future issue 3. And the variant there for the one person who ordered the variant instead. So just getting out of the back for you now. Truth and Justice number 2. Now, because Superman is now involved in that one, I'm kind of thinking, maybe grab an issue 1 and give it a read. See if it's going to tie into what's actually going on. Vampirella the Dark Powers for our Vampirella fans. I like the Vampirella fans. They get Vampirella and Vengeance Vampirella and Vampirella crossovers and Vampirella Dark Powers. They just love Vampirella. It's brilliant. Wolverine. This was one that's missing from last week. We just short shipped 1 issue. So if you didn't get it last week, it's waiting for you. X-Force 18. And those should be in a different pile. And move this out of the way. They're not to do with us. I think other than a couple of the shorts that were missing last week, A Girl Who Walks Alone at Night and Vampire the Masquerade, which were both short, but I took the shortage for those ones. That's everything. We're sorted. Sorry, bit weird on with the camera. Like I say, I'm going to try my best to get through this to kind of today, but it's already 1 o'clock, and my usual attempt is to get everything done by like 2. I've not even started sorting these out yet or adding them to my system, so do apologise if there's going to be a delay. Other than that, take it easy, stay safe. You never know, I might get a review done today. I might need a bit of a break if I'm going to be doing a lot in a row, but I'm not making any promises. You might have to wait till tomorrow. But, you know, you can live without me for a while. Bye.